Hey guys, welcome back. We're getting ready to make Juicy Lucy hamburgers. Oh my goodness, they are amazing. I'm going to get into exactly what we need to do, so let's get busy. Okay guys, first off, we have some 80/20 ground beef and we have some American cheese. So what we want to do is mix all of our seasoning into our ground beef. So make sure your hands are very, very clean, impeccably clean. And we're going to be using some Himalayan sea salt, black pepper, and hickory bakery seasoning. Now, the hickory bakery seasoning, you can use whatever your favorite cheeseburger, hamburger seasoning is. And guys, Juicy Lucy dates back to the 1950s. There were a couple of bars in Minneapolis that claimed to have the first right to have invented this Juicy Lucy, but they were only 3 miles apart in distance, so they probably were rivalries and more than just the Juicy Lucy. But at any rate, a lot of people have reinvented it and redone the Juicy Lucy because it's actually what we call, a lot of people now call, stuffed burgers. So it's been around and around, going back and forth, but the original one was made with American cheese stacked on the inside, and that's what we're going to be doing today. They made a larger patty and a smaller patty, wrapped it around that cheese, and oh my goodness, when they cut that burger in half, So that's what we're going to do right now. So you want to take 2 balls of your ground beef, one just slightly a little bit larger than the other one, because you need a larger one and a smaller one. We're going to spread the first one down pretty thin. You want them to be thin because you're using 2 patties, and once you get 2 together, then they become a little bit thicker. So first, let me spread this out on my hands as best I can before I spread it out there. And let me get my spray because I need to spray my paper. I'm using a little avocado oil. You can use any spray oil you want. It just helps release them from the parchment paper. And you just want to go in and spread it out, making it relatively thin. And you'll see why it's going to be a thicker burger at the end of the day. And you want this bottom layer to be larger than the top layer. Doesn't have to be perfectly round, but you do want to spread it out thin. Okay, now we're going to go in with American cheese. And you don't just put the whole slice in there. You want to fold it and fold it in half again until you have what, like a little stack. Doesn't have to be perfect. One on that side. And one on the other side. And because I like a lot of cheese, I'm going in with a 3rd one right across the top. Yes, it's a lot of cheese. And it's nothing I'm going to eat every day, but when I do, oh my goodness. So now you want to take your next patty, sit it down and spread it out as well. You want to take it, lay it right on top of that cheese. Then you're going to take the extra from the bottom layer and fold it over the top to seal it. And make sure it's sealed really well. Okay, so we have our first Juicy Lucy made. Okay guys, I'm going to get the rest made up and we'll be right back. Okay, before we actually cook our Juicy Lucy's, we are going to cook our onions just a little bit. I'm not going to caramelize them too much, but I am going to caramelize them a little bit. I just went in with some butter and a little olive oil. We are also going to be toasting our buns. These are brioche buns that we're using today, so we're going to toast those as well. We're just going to give these a couple of seconds to cook down. And then we're going to also be toasting our buns at the same time. And you just want to push your onions to the side there. And put a bun in. Let that get good and toasty. And we'll do another one while our onions cook on the other side of the skillet. If your skillet is not big enough, you can simply cook your onions first. And then after they're all done, do your buns. Okay, our buns are nice and toasty, as you can see. Delicious, delicious. Go ahead and get these out. Don't they look delicious? Okay, you just want to sit them in the skillet. And I like to go in with just a little bit more of my seasoning, whichever seasoning I'm using for my burgers, on the top when I start to cook them. So we're going to let these cook and then we'll be back. They are all done, and as you can see, they are puffed up and thick. And when you guys are cooking them, be mindful of how you like your burger. If you like it medium, make sure you cook it medium. If you like it well done, cook it well done. Okay, let's go build this burger. Everybody in my family likes their burger differently. I'm going to only build one, which is mine. I've already started. I've got some mayo on my bun. I'm going in with some lettuce. Now this is iceberg lettuce. Feel free to use spinach or any other lettuce that you like. I happen to like iceberg lettuce a lot when it comes to my burgers because it is super crunchy. Going in with our burger. Oh my goodness, and the cheese is starting to ooze out. It is looking delicious. I'm gonna go in here with a couple of tomatoes. Can't have a burger without the pickles, guys, without the pickles. Oh my goodness, this is a stacker. Yes it is, yes it is. And I'm gonna go in with a few of these onions. And I'm gonna bring you guys in closer. And we're going to top it off with the bun. Ooh, the cheese. Ooh, look at that, guys. Ooh, doesn't that look amazing? Whoa, juicy. Yeah, all right, guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm gonna take this little piece of bread. Don't forget to share it out. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell and I will see you next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.